Good evening, my people. Welcome to Southeast News, Roundup on Igbo Area TV. Tonight, we bring you the stories that affect your life, your market, and your future. Let's begin in Anambra, where the army says enough is enough. For more than 4 years, every Monday in Anambra and across the Southeast has been like a ghost day. Shops close, streets are empty, schools shut down. This began in 2021 when IPOB supporters demanded the release of their leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But what started as a protest has now cost the region over 7 trillion naira, according to a new report by SBM Intelligence. The army is ready and willing, together with other security agencies, to partner with the state government so that markets will fully open and people can move freely on Mondays. Colonel Bitrus Madaki Yakubu, the new commander of the 302 Artillery Regiment in Onitsha, says security forces are ready, but he warns that citizens must also play their part. If you see something, say something. He wants residents to give information to help flush out violent enforcers who attack anyone that dares to work on Mondays. This plan, according to them, could bring back to our markets, especially Onitsha main market, the biggest in Africa. But many say the government must also talk to the people and tackle the anger that created the protests in the first place. And that is what I want to talk about too. The sit-at-home started as a result of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu being held by the federal government. IPOB started the sit-at-home, the IPOB leadership, and they withdrew. Then Simon Ekpa continued. And the sit-at-home has brought, the fact is that it has destroyed our region. Several businesses have left. And I think part of the problem is federal government. The federal government of Nigeria has not been able to stop this sit-at-home. Now, it is not all about war all the time. You want to fight war or you want to show your superiority. Despite all that has been done, the sit-at-home could not be stopped. So if I were the federal government of Nigeria, or if they are truly serious about helping the Southeast region, releasing Nnamdi Kanu, the sit-at-home will relax on itself. This is a simple solution than now you will have to feed soldiers, logistic and everything, move soldiers to locations just for you to stop the sit-at-home. But the region is crying for Nnamdi Kanu's release. Releasing Nnamdi Kanu, sit-at-home relaxes on its own on Monday. But you want to get things the other way. Even in other countries, there is negotiations. You negotiate with bandits. They make their demands. You can also negotiate. You may not even need to negotiate in this one. It's for you to announce, we have releasing Nnamdi Kanu, not even just releasing Nnamdi Kanu. The sit-at-home disappears quietly. Not just the sit-at-home, a major part of the insecurity in the region vanishes. So the solution to this problem is there, but the government is not willing to work with the solution. So the solution is actually available, but will the government go with it? Now let's move on to the next story. In Enugu, politics is heating up ahead of 2027. Some leaders of the All Progressive Congress want Governor Peter Mba to join their party. They say his performance in office will boost APC's chances, but other party chieftains are blocking the move. That's party chieftains in APC. Veteran politicians Anike Nwoga warns they will protest in Abuja if the governor is stopped. These are the ones who are supporting him. Meanwhile, a joint committee of the National Assembly inspecting federal roads projects praised Mba for helping contractors and keeping them safe. What happens here is that politicians are fond of, in Nigeria, I don't know why that is allowed. And maybe for him to remain relevant. Tinubu is forcing them. I think, in Nigeria, it's like election doesn't happen. You understand? They are telling them to change your jersey because the next election is near. For the citizens, it's a big question. And it's simple. Will this party drama bring the real development to Enugu people? I think this governor is a PDP governor, but he might have received massive pressure from Aso Rock to change party or lose his seat. He may not lose his seat not because he doesn't enjoy the support of the people, but because they are going to rig him out. And these are, conditions for them to also plan ahead of their 2027 so that they can have Enugu in 2027. That is the game plan. He might have been threatened. That is what I suspect. He might have been threatened. Oga, come to APC or we'll just write result and give your state to the APC candidate. Do you understand? So he has to switch party, switch allegiance. He has to work against the party on which platform he became governor. And now he's going to APC. Note, in APC, some people are already protesting. You can't come here. I believe APC before this time had somebody that planned to be their candidate. Now he's going there to be the candidate of another party just for him to retain his seat. Moving on to the next story, in Abia State, Governor Alex Oti is opening doors to new investors. He welcomed a team from Innov Power Solutions, INNOV Power Solutions, a company from the United States. They want to partner with the state to generate and transmit electricity to 8 local government areas that are not covered by the Abba power. Abba already have power, but they want to cover more area. So the governor also wants a permanent solution to waste management. So he declared a state of emergency on refuse when he took office. Remember, we told you in our last video that Abba still suffers that problem of refuse dump, and the governor is working hard to. He wants to extend the electric power to other areas, not just the areas that are already covered. Then he wants to also control the refuse dump. So to Governor Oti, power generation is critical. If there's no power, there is nothing to transmit to or distribute. But experts warn that every deal must be transparent with clear terms and benefit for local workers, not just big English on paper. We know Governor Oti has been delivering. Governor Oti has always delivered. And I trust him on that. Currently, you could say Oti is the best performing Southeast governor. Currently. I know other people will feel bad when I say this, but for me, please, this is a personal view. Yeah. So still in Southeast, the Imo State House of Assembly has taken a bold step for human dignity. A bill has been passed. In fact, this bill has passed the second reading to stop hospitals from detaining patients who cannot pay their bills. And the sponsor of this bill is Kennedy Ibe. According to him, the practice is dehumanizing and a clear human rights abuse. He says if the law passes, Imo can also access World Bank grants and strengthen its health insurance scheme. So if the law is fully implemented, poor families will no longer fear being locked inside a hospital because of poverty, because they don't have money to pay for hospital bill. So the next challenges on this particular thing is the funding, how these hospitals are going to be funded so that doctors and nurses also, they will get their salaries. Because it is until the patient pays, their salaries cannot come. So how are they going to fund this? It matters. Because it is doctors that will work in the hospital. They have to take care of their families as well. Now we move on to Ebonyi. In Ebonyi, citizens are demanding a constitutional amendment to scrap state independent electoral commission and return local government elections to INEC. According to the stakeholders, they say governors control the commissions and handpick councillors and chairmen, leaving the council without a voice. Former councillor Ejiafo Ndukwe described SIEC as a constitutional aberration, while activists say council elections have become a one-party affair. Now, to make this change, the National Assembly must amend the constitution, but the same governors who enjoy the current system will have to give up power. So expect a long fight. You know why you should expect a long fight? The governors could manipulate the House. And this has been ongoing. The governors wants to be the ones to appoint local government chairman. They don't allow the people of the area or people of the local government to select. And they want to put people because they want to control local government funds. And we've been asking for local government economy all this while. So the governors doesn't want that to happen because they are still very much interested in the local government funds. So from Anambra to Ebonyi, the message is clear. Our people want security, fairness, and dignity. The army promises to reopen Mondays. Mondays at home. Can the army succeed? The best option is releasing Nnamdi Kanu and it collapses. Governors like Oti are looking for power and clean energy. Lawmakers fight to protect patients and citizens demand real democracy at the grassroots, at the local government level. The road ahead is not easy, but with clear voices, honest leadership, and community action, the Southeast can rise again. Remember, this is Southeast News on Igbo Area TV. And this is Igbo Area TV bringing you news that concern you, your family, and your future. I am OJ. Stay safe, stay informed, and keep speaking out for better Southeast. Bye-bye for now.